Hello and welcome. I'm so excited to have you here with me today. I'm excited for what we are gonna do on today's section. Today it's gonna be all around building your 2025 internet marketing plan and really kind of setting yourself up to accomplish the goals and really knock your objectives out of the park. And I really think these sections could go one or two ways, right? I just talk and you're just trying listen as much as you can, but it gets really boring and you disengage. That's the one way. The other way will be make it more interactive, right? So we prepared some documents, worksheets, and some checklists for you. So it's going to be very, very interactive. And I would like to pretend like you flew down to my office in New Jersey and we're sitting elbow to elbow. We've got a whiteboard in front of me and you got a worksheet in front of you, and we make this interactive, right? We talk about your plans, we talk about your goals, we talk about kind of the objections that you have in place. This is a Zoom webinar, and when I ask a question, you kind of chime in with me and my team on the chat. And then that way we can make it very interactive. I think that's gonna be make it more entertaining. I think it's going to make it more engaging, and ultimately my true hope is that you get more out of it, right? And you actually get the plan that you are after. And that's awesome. That's enough for us. So it is 2:03 and we can get started. Uh, in today's section, here is what we are going to cover today. This isn't going to be super technical training. It's really going to be around setting clear goals and targets for 2025. I think if we can walk away from this section with you laser clear, this is how much revenue we are going to generate. This is how many sales we are going to have to make that a reality. This is how many leads we are going to need to generate as an organization on monthly basis and an annual basis to make that a reality. I feel like this will be a really productive use of everybody's time, right? And now, in addition to that, we are gonna, let me put all of them together. So in addition to that, we are gonna realign your KPIs and tracking to achieve your outcomes. I think in a lot of cases, we set goals in a vacuum. We say, okay, I want to do 5 million in my furniture business this year. And hopefully it works. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But if we don't take time to figure out, okay, well, that's what we want to accomplish. What are the KPIs, the key performance indicators that I'll need to keep a pulse on to know if I am on track or off track, and to know whether I need to ratchet up my budget or ratchet my budget down. If you think kind of going deeper into the key performance indicators and kind of knowing what those deals are going to be effective, just give KPIs in the chat. That will be great. Or I'm not going to ask a lot of things from you guys, but you need to fill out your workbook later. And the other thing we are going to do is we are going to map out the plan for accomplishment. And we're going to be talking about budget, channels, and also important trends. And we're going to set you up for massive success in 2025 and beyond. And we prepared a workbook for you. It is on Google Docs, which makes it possible for you to easily track along with me, easily kind of follow in and enter your notes. So what I want everybody do, just real quick, click that link, or Ola put that link into the chat. Please share it with everyone. And once you hit that link, you are going to open up the workbook that we prepared for this webinar. And what I want from you, you are not going to be able to edit it. You have view permission. So what you need to do, please hit file and then make a copy for you, and then put your name, your business name, and for 2025 planning workbook, I will do like 2025 plan workbook, ABC furniture, whatever. You can put your furniture name, business name. And if you have any issues, please reach out to Olaf from chat, so we can always help you. Alrighty. I think everybody completed. Okay. So what I want to start, the first thing we want to do is we want to set clear goals, clear targets. So you should think about what are your goals for 2025. As you know, success is goals, else is commentary. And I want you to imagine like a lonely sailing boat in the absence of goals. You are almost like this boat that's out at sea where the currents are gonna take you wherever it wants to take you. Like, you know, if you are gonna generate 2 million in furniture business this year, and that's kind of what you are set to do, you know, if you get there, you do. If you don't, you don't. And it's just kind of you are going with the flow, where anytime I get with a furniture store and we get clear, like we just spend the time to say, okay, where we want to be at the end of this year. How much revenue do we want to generate as an organization? And when we take time to get clear, we can create our own momentum and we can take charge of our destiny. And so that's what we are gonna do. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick exercise for this, and then we're gonna get into the more practical stuff. But in your workbook, at very top, it is asking for your current snapshot. So let me open up the workbook, and it is asking for your current snapshot. You may share your numbers from chat. That's okay. But if you want to keep it for yourself, that's totally fine. But you have to put your numbers. You might not sure about exact numbers, but just roughly put your numbers over here. What's your average monthly revenue and number of sales per month? And if you know, that's perfect, your average sales value. And you should put your number of stores, your current. If you have 5 stores, 10, 20, or if you want to go heavy with online shopping, that's totally fine. Sorry, guys. And what I want you, like, for the long-term vision, we are not going to be just thinking about next year. We are going to be talking about next 3 years. And just taking your logical hat for a minute and projecting 3 years into the future. Let's just pretend like it is December 31st, 2027. Everything goes according to plan. Where would you like to see your business? How much revenue and how many stores? And don't try to be logical with this. Just put a number, right? And put a big number out there that would be exciting for you. These workshops only gonna be effective as you invest in energy and feeling in these worksheets and kind of tracking along with me. It's important that you take a couple of minutes to think about why is that important for you. how is life different or better when you are at 3 million with 2 stores? How is life different or better at 10 million? And what does that give you? And is it you have more freedom? Is that you have more financial abundance? And the clearer you are on your why, the more effective everything is. I'm just giving you a couple of minutes, guys. When I am talking, like you can put your notes. And this is another worksheet that we prepared for you guys. To make your life easier, we are giving you tons of free stuff. So this is one of them. Ola, please share Furniture Marketing Pros planning worksheet. So the first tab is like lead generation target. Again, you are gonna hit the link and then you're gonna make your own copy. Please rename it. It is in the chat. Yep. So please rename it. I will put my name or my company name, and then it is yours. Yep. So the first thing I want you to do is on this first tab, which is lead generation target. I just want you to put in what the goal is for 2025. How much revenue, and then what is your average sales? How much revenue and what is your average sales? You don't need to put numbers for monthly revenue target. It will be calculated automatically, and you don't need to put any numbers here. There is a formula behind it. You just need to put your annual goal that you just set up, and you will put your average sales value over here, and it will give you a number. Yeah. And like in this case, we put 2.5 million, and it means that $208,000 per month on revenue, and with $2,000 average sales. Numbers will be different for you. Don't worry about the numbers. The formula will be working for your own numbers, and this number will be completely different for you. And the other thing is you have to put your conversion rate. And conversion rate depends on your business model. Like if you are heavily dependent on your store visitors, then you should put your store visitors. Or if you are selling online only, then you have to calculate your conversion rate for your store. And guys, like this number will be lower for online sellers. That's perfectly fine. Like you can put 2%, 3%, 6%, it doesn't matter. And now you have a clear goal, right? And you know how many leads will you need monthly to get there. And the other thing that we need to do, budget allocations. So you have your projected revenue for 2025, and then you have to decide what should be allocated to marketing budget. And if you hover over here, like you're gonna see some recommendations. Like typically over 15%, it is very aggressive, or 3% is like very conservative. So I see some new people in the chat. Ola, like, could you share all of the links once again? And All right, thank you. And here, like, if we are planning to have $3 million, like, and if we wanna keep our business competitive, but we are not sure, um, like 10%, 15% will be sustainable for your business, you can put 8%. And it makes, like, in this case, it makes $240,000 total marketing budget for the year of 2025. And then it means that $20,000 per month for marketing. And typically, like, it depends on your business, but I just put 70% to online marketing, 20% to offline, and 10% to repeat business. Like, you can have billboards, radio. It depends on you, like, or some other offline marketing, like sending flyers to homes in your neighborhood. That's totally fine. And you can allocate some budget. But in this example, we put 70%, which is very low, to be honest. And it makes $168,000 per year for online marketing. And for each month, as you can see, like, for it is going to be $14,000. And when I scroll down, as you may see, guys, like, I divided it to SEO, Google and Meta ads, and display retargeting. You can put display retargeting in it, but like, it's very minimum, like 5% is very, very normal. Like, if you allocate 5% for retargeting for the performance max or retargeting ads on Meta with Facebook and Instagram, that's perfectly fine. And here, like, it is going to be like 2,100 for SEO, little bit over 11,000 for Google and Meta ads, and $700 for display ads. So let me go back to the slide. And yeah, so we know our annual, revenue target, and then we know our marketing budget now. You can play with it after this webinar. That's perfectly fine. But I'm just giving you an idea, and you already created your document, so you can come back to that later. So the second thing that I want to do with you, creating your marketing strategy. So I called this model accelerated growth, because, like, if a furniture store or mattress store or people in furniture industry implement those 9 basic steps, we have seen immediate increase in sales and online visibility. Number of messages goes up immediately, conversion rate goes up, and I will talk one by one, not the details in this meeting, but throughout the year, every second Tuesday of the month, we have monthly webinars, and one by one, we are gonna be talking about those steps. So the first thing first, we need to drive leads, right? We've got to drive more store visitors, messages on social media, web submissions, and live chats and whatever, right? And then we need to maximize conversions. It means that we are getting 1,000 people, but if we are not converting them to sales, then we are losing money. And like, and I think a lot of us, when we think about our marketing, and like, when we hand things all to a marketing agency, we always think about is sales. and I want more sales, I want more interactions on social media, I want more store visitors, but the reality is the money is made in your conversions of those leads to sales. And the third thing is that we have to optimize our results, right? What I found is that going into 2025, if you can dial in these three key things and spend your money wisely, you can really accelerate your growth. I mean, you can double your revenue or triple your revenue. We have many, many examples. So when I go back to drive leads, we're going to start with organic SEO. And I like to look at organic, which is like your SEO showing up on Google Maps, showing up in the non-paid listings or organic search results, because the conversion rate is really high on these leads. I mean, the intent for the buying things is higher than anything else. And if you consistently do SEO on your website, then the cost per lead will be really low after 1 or 2 years with holistic SEO. I'll not go deep into the details, but I'm telling you guys, SEO is one of my favorites. And then paid search. When someone looks for you paid, you should be on Google Ads, Facebook Ads. It will be Facebook Ads, like really paying for the traffic, right? And the third thing is database. But before database, let me talk about this very basic. We think like organic foundation, organic social media, organic SEO, it is your foundation. And then on top of that, we have paid ads, especially paid search. And then we really like to have retargeting campaigns on social media. I'm not going to go details, but if you combine it with retargeting and automation, then you will see increase in your sales. And then what I want from you, like before the traffic light, like people don't think about this, they don't realize it, but you got customers, you got people that have inquired about your products in the past. You got a database, right? And most furniture and mattress stores don't do any type of database marketing, like sending emails, sending text messages, re-engaging with your customers, making offers to resell them. So using database, it is like a game changer for most of the established business. I mean, you can just run ads, only people purchase from you in the past, or people add products into cart. So, and also you can use this database for paid ads as well. You can upload them into Google and Facebook, and you can run retargeting ads. And you can, in most cases, like what we see 30% less cost per click or cost per lead once we effectively use database. If you have over 1,000 people contact information in your database, it means that you can use it on Facebook and Google. And if you have over 10,000, you can just run Facebook ads for only people in your database. Other than that, you need to create a lookalike audience. Again, we're going to have monthly webinars throughout the year, and we are going to be talking details in those webinars later. And this is a great way to drive leads and really move things forward. And what I want you to, even if it is just in your head or in your imagination, is kind of traffic light yourself on these areas. So do a red, yellow, and green. for SEO, paid ads, and database. So maybe you are like, you know what? I got my paid ads on Google and Facebook stuff dialed in, but organic, I think there is room for improvement. I think we could do better there. That doesn't look much different, but when it comes to database stuff, nothing like we need to focus on that. And ideally, if we do it in this way, we can start to recognize patterns. So please think about your organic SEO, paid ads, and database, and do the traffic light. It can be all green, hopefully, or all red, or all yellow, or you can put them in an order and you can prioritize them later. So the next thing is maximizing your conversions. So there are 3 steps over there, and website is the first step. We highly recommend having a Shopify website currently because Shopify is a very solid, like rigid platform, and you can have applications, plugins easily. It is reliable, 24/7, like up and running. To be honest, like we highly recommend Shopify website for our clients because it makes things faster and smooth for our clients. I'm not gonna go details, but I just want to give you one example here. This is one of our clients, and as you can see, like it is optimized for SEO, and also we have CRM integration over here. We have financing options for those need financing, and also we have best-selling products with the options, and also we have a really good description with dimensions, images, and every piece of information the visitor might need. And this is really good. We have shipping, return, warranty, and everything. And this is a Shopify website. And also, like, we have some special pages like military discount page, financing page, and also we have we have every collections on our top navigation. And once we scroll down, as you can see, people see all of the brands. It's based on you and some social proof here. It's just one example. I'm not gonna go details, but as you can see, it is almost a New Year, Christmas time, so it is up to date. And yeah, again, I will not be talking about the details here. Let me go to the reputation. The amount of reviews you have, your average reviews, star rating, the fact is you might have a great website, you might doing all of the things, all kinds of great marketing, but before you do business, before your clients do business with you, they do a quick Google search in most cases, and they come up with a 3-star rating, and people say that you are ripping off people or you are doing bad work. And then, they will not be visiting your store, to be honest. That's important, right? And you don't have any reviews. That's really important. That will impact your conversion rates. And this is just a search, furniture near me search. I just did it before preparing this slide. So as you can see on Google Maps, this is the first business. It has 491 reviews. The second one is like, it looks like they have better reviews, like 4.3, but the number of reviews are like half, less than half. And as you can see, this is 491 reviews, and this is 4.1 with 90 reviews. Even this one is closer to me, this one pops up first. And this is just an example for you guys. This is how important, and then people make decisions, especially if they are planning to visit multiple stores in your area, then that's the main factor. But the last one here, at probably the biggest driver in 2025, is gonna be automation. And I found most furniture stores don't have an automation strategy in place to help them follow up with the leads that are coming through SEO or through paid ads or social media. Like add to cart, like someone asks you a question about the sofa from Facebook and you answer it, then there is no conversation later, right? And there's been a massive shift where your customers prefer to engage with via SMS, Messenger, or WhatsApp. As they prefer to text message you, your customers want to be followed up within 5 minutes or less. For our clients, we highly recommend 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes. If it takes time more than 15 minutes, then there is a problem, guys. And we see like the chance of conversion is 60%, 67% is higher than if we do follow up later on. And what we recommend, like at least 6 times follow up for each prospect. It could be like somebody reach out to you from Facebook and, hey, is this product available? And you answered yes, and you send your address. And then they say like, I'll visit Saturday. And your team has to take a note and keep the conversation. Hey, like, when you are here, please call my name, and I will make sure that you are getting 5% off, or a free rack, or a free delivery, or like I will try my best to help you, to get the right sofa, right mattress for you. And you have to try building a personal relationship. That's really important. And if they say like they will come to the store on Saturday, but if they miss it, then you need to ask, hey, like, are you able to come today? Like, I was waiting for you, kind of questions. And you have to ask people, and they feel special, to be honest. Like, they're not going to be bothered. And if you increase your conversion rate 3%, 4%, it will increase your sales like 10, 20, 30%. Yep. So I hope everybody is doing well until so far. So is the lead flow really the problem? If it is, like, you have to be focusing on paid ads, organic SEO, and also you have to be, let me come to this part, you have to be using your database effectively. Database is like after 1 year, typically, you're gonna have a database, but you should start building it from day one. And here is the problem, like 50, 60% of inbound leave unconverted. That's pretty normal. Like, you may think like store visitors, they come to you and you ask, hey, like, how may I help you? And then they say, just looking. So you should train your sales team or yourself, and once they say like just looking, you have to be talking about your campaigns. Are you looking for something specific? Like, you shouldn't say, hey, let me know if you need anything. No, you just ask questions like, hey, have you ever been in this store before? No, this is our second, sorry. No, this is our first time. Have you heard about our Christmas campaign? No, we have 30% off on bedroom sets, or we have bundles, and this is the flyer if you would like to check it out. And people will not, I don't mean that, go and, bother them and, don't let them alone, but you should be guiding them. It's not manipulation. It is helping them because they're looking for something. That's why they visited a furniture store. So they need help. But don't over communicate, but l- less communication is the real problem, not the over communication in most cases. And 90% of the web forms, messenger conversations fail to convert because we don't do follow-ups. And you have to make sure that you do follow up at least 6 times for each prospects, for each lead. And you can do it manually, but if you are receiving like 10,000 messages per month, so you need a team, plus you need automation. And for Shopify, like Shopify apps, um, you can use like some email automation, SMS automation plugins, and once you do it, like you can run it for years. So it takes like 2-3 hours for you to do the complete setup, and then you can use it for many years. You can just change the campaign name, year, those kinds of variables, and then you can use it again and again. You can generate revenue. And yeah, like you have to be um, replying their messages or getting back to them in 15 minutes. That's really important. Okay, yeah. And we talk about the automation. So we talk about website, we talk about reputation management, especially on Google and Facebook reviews. And then we talk about automation here. And just real quick, traffic light yourself on this one again. I think the average that I am seeing in the industry right now is the automation is the big thing that is missing, like having a strategy to automate, to have way text messaging, and to proactively message that process just in chats. Awesome. And the last thing we're going to be talking about, um, optimize results. We should know, we have to think about uh, optimizing results. It starts with total spend. So total spend is like, how much I am investing in marketing. Like in our scenario, it was like over $200,000, right? It's a lot of money. And you should know your total spend. And this is how we can calculate it. And whatever the budget was for the year, let's say it was uh here it was $150,000, and like 1250, yeah, 12,500 for the month. How much do I actually spend? How much went to SEO? How much went to Google Ads? And how much went to Facebook Ads? And what was my total spend? And what was my average cost per lead? So average cost per lead is the important thing here, because you should know every lead, cost for you. Then you can play with your total spend. Okay, you need to be able to say, this is, by the way, on this chart, you can come to average cost per lead by source. Um, and you can rename them if you want to add more details. And I highly recommend adding your furniture store locations one by one. You should do this calculation for each store separately. Based on my experience, guys, um, like the location in Manassas or New Jersey or New York, if you sell same products, the cost will be different. And you need to calculate it for each location separately. That's my recommendation. And you need to be able to say, okay, here is how much I spent, here is how many leads we generated, and what is my average cost per lead, because you can optimize around that. You can say, okay, the average cost right now is like $7, um, per lead from SEO, but it is $12 a lead from pay-per-click or Facebook ads. Let's focus on driving more SEO leads and dial in the PPC leads to drive that cost down, right? And then, the third thing is you really want to know you are aligned right. How much do I spend? How many leads do I generate? And what is my return on investment? So the last thing is return on investment. So you should know that um, it has to be in furniture industry in North America, it has to be over 400, 450. It doesn't matter from the season. Like I know like it is slow in May or June for most of the furniture stores. It's better during the tax return season, right? But it should be over 400, 450 at least. And in a good season, I see like 13x, 17x, which means like 17,000 ROI, which is perfectly fine. And you can't improve what you don't measure, right? And um, you need to know it, you can measure it. So that's really important. And please, really quick, traffic light yourself for ad spend and average cost per lead and return on investment. So let's say I am spending 10K and my average cost per lead is like $10. So I should have 1,000 leads, right? And from that 1,000 leads, how much revenue I am generating. And like if I am spending 10K and making, um, let's say 90K, it means that 900 ROI. And you know that what area you need to focus on most and what the lowest hanging fruit is for you, right? If you come back to here, like you can traffic light yourself and then you can decide, hey, like I need to be focusing on automation. I need to be focusing on my Google reviews. I need a bird eye, or like we do have a CRM as well. Like I need to automate the review process. So after I deliver, um, after every delivery, I can, request um, reviews from my clients. So the third thing that I want to discuss with you are planning your focus. And on this worksheet, like if you come to marketing calendar, as you can see, like we do have a draft marketing calendar for you. As you can see, like for the For the new year, like January, you can have New Year, or like for December, you can have Christmas, or like you can have 4th of July campaign, Father's Day campaign, Memorial Day, on and we do have special offers by month as well. You can edit it and you can put your numbers. Like if you think 50% off is too much, 70% too much, like based on your business model, then you can play with it. But you need to plan it to get prepared. And how we do it? Typically, if we are in November, we are working with December campaigns for our clients. If we are in December, we are working for January and February campaigns. We need to get prepared, run campaigns at least 2 to 3 weeks earlier. It means that we need to start at least 2 months prior to that. So this is a really good source for you guys, and you can put your campaigns over there. And yeah, this is what we call the accelerated growth roadmap, and it has 9 clear steps. And typically, if you implement all of them, for most of our clients, we tripled their sales. And it starts with organic, paid, and database. You need to generate leads first, and then you should know how to maximize your conversions. Your website has to be optimized. You should have reputation management system, and you need to automate customer service plus lead messages. And then you should know your total numbers, total spend, your average cost per lead, and return on investment. Here, like return on ROI, it's a very general term. Like for paid ads, we call it ROAS, return on ad spending. So, but ROI is like overall marketing, for you as a business owner, like that's what you need to know. But if you are talking to your digital marketing agency, you should ask for more details, like what is my ROAS from this campaign? It means that how much money I spend on ads and how much revenue we generated. And this is the digital dominance method. The website is here. So it is basically implementing those steps. And what I want from you, on your workbook, you can put your action items here, or you can just write down anywhere on the workbook your action items. And I highly recommend having one focus first. Like you cannot focus on everything all together. Please pick your weakest point. It could be database, it could be paid ads. And as a business owner, you have many responsibilities during the day, and your time is valuable, right? So don't confuse yourself. Go one by one, and as a business owner, pick top 3 and fix them. And what I want from you, start from left to the right. It means that first you need to generate leads, and then focus on conversion, and then focus on optimizing results. Hey, like I am spending 100K, but getting 1 million. So how can I make it 1.2, 1.3? That could be your focus. And yeah, accelerated growth model. So we prepared a checklist for you. This is another checklist, and it will make it really easy for you guys because it is very detailed and you're gonna have overview of your business and you can print it or you can digitally check those uh, bullets one by one. Ola, could you please put it into chat? And you can have it from free resources from furnituremarketingpros.com free resources checklist, but you need to put your contact information again to get the checklist. So we are giving it to you via link right now. You can just open it and download it, and then you can use it. And here, like it is very detailed. You can check your website and then search engine optimization, then Google Maps, and your paid campaigns, and social media, ROI, and then we have our um, online dominance method here, and you can check one by one. And this is very useful, guys. It will give you an idea like how you are doing, on marketing front. And don't be this guy. Half of my advertising spend is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half. And, work with a right digital marketing agency. So what we covered all of them. And, we set clear goals, targets for the year. We realign our KPIs and how we are going to track them. We gave you the free resources, workbook, worksheet, and also checklist. And we talk about the budget. We could talk about the channels and important trends. And I think you are um, up for the massive success in 2025 and beyond. And guys, this is the part that if you need help from me and my team, you can go to furnituremarketingpros.com, or Ola, you can share uh, study section link. You can schedule a call with me. How we do it? Like my team prepares a report for you. It is free, and like if you want to work with us, that's perfect. If you don't want to work with us, thank you for the opportunity. And I highly recommend, having your free report for your business. It's 100% free. And I demo it for you for 1 hour, and it is going to be one-on-one. And you will be able to ask all of your questions. And our mission is to triple the sales of 100 furniture and mattress companies in next 12 months. Hopefully we achieve that. And yeah, you can go to furnituremarketingpros.com and you can check our website, our testimonials, and you can watch our podcast. And also, like, we are going to be uploading webinar recordings here. And if you want to have more idea like who we are, what we do, you can always visit our website, furnituremarketingpros.com. And all right. Ola, do you have any questions in the chat? Let me unmute you and yes.
Yeah, so you can hear me, guys?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Ahmed. It was a great session, actually. So let us check if any of our clients has any question.
So there's one I can see. Can you read it all out?
Let me check.
Okay. It is only me, I guess, like it's not in general.
Yep.
So, how, let me read it. How important is online customer reviews for furniture stores? Like, let me go back to the slides, guys. Like, as you can see, this is a real search here. Like, this has most review, and it pops up first. And based on our experience, like people like to visit multiple stores and they check Google reviews first, like maybe even before your website. And you should have really good reviews and you have to have as many as you can. That's really important. And algorithm um, favors if you have more reviews than your competitors in your area. It is crucial. How can furniture stores make their websites more appealing to customers in 2025? Okay, so as I said, we highly recommend having a Shopify website. It has really good themes and plugins, and like it's very cost effective and very reliable. And there's always new tools like, with AI, you can have them easily, like you can plug in them. It doesn't mean that WooCommerce or other, e-commerce platforms are not good, but Shopify is like way better than that. Based on my experience, like we built maybe more than 200, 300 websites, and like 90 in last year or last 2 years, like 90% of them were in Shopify. That's what we recommend.
That's great. Actually, Ahmed, like furniture stores and mattress stores is like already a competitive market. So can you tell us, like, how can furniture stores stand out in this competitive market?
Mhm. So like basically, if you want to stand out, like you have to implement those um, 9 steps. And like if you are not, like let's say if you are just dependent on the paid ads and not paying attention to organic SEO, it means that your competitor will take advantage of it. Or if you are missing automation, your competitors will do it. And if you cover all of those, like it shouldn't be 100, maybe it can be 70, 80% done. Uh, but you will see immediate increase in your sales. It's very competitive, and most of the furniture stores are dealing with the big players like Ashley Coster, Jackson Kidnapper, like many big players in the market like IKEA, and they don't miss any of this, guys. And it costs you not much to have an automation tool. It costs you like maybe $15 per month. To have a Shopify website, same. Like to have a setup in your team, to reply messages on time, it's free. Do you understand what I mean? Like you don't need to invest money for all. Of course, like paid ads, you have to be advertising, with a right budget. But most of them, like they are free. Like database, I didn't give you that example, but I asked a client about their database. They have 5 locations, one distribution center. And since 2016, they got 46,000, contact information in their list database. And then we started retargeting ads and we generated additional like around 100K just from that campaign. And it was sitting there since 2016. And they started working with us. And then he told me like, we have people on our POS system. And I asked like, do you have their name? Yes. Do you have their email address? Yes. Do you have their phone number? Yes. So why you are not using it? And he answered like, I don't know how to use it. Okay. Just provide that list to us. And then we started running email, SMS, and Facebook and Google retargeting ads. And then we saw in June, it is the slowest season for them. In June, we saw 100K more sales. Is that clear enough, Ola? Like,
I think that this is like more than enough.
yeah,
So
this is a real example, by the
exactly.
way.
Mhm.
Yeah, is Shopify website safe? Yes, it's safe. Like, Shopify is like very safe. Like, and you have the ownership of the website, and Shopify handles the um, hosting, and it is pretty safe. But you should have um, credentials, like right, like your password has to be like over 14 characters, and it is safe. It is the safest e-commerce platform, to be honest. I think we are done with this section. Thank you so much for attending. This is our record, by the way. Like, and we had so many people. Like at the end, some of them left, but that's perfectly fine for me. We will be sending you our recordings. We are gonna share it via email, guys. And please check for the recording if you need to rewatch this webinar. And we are gonna make an exception. Let me share that with you as well. This is our webinar plan for the next year, and we are gonna have it on January 14th again, because this is really important topic. And then we are gonna continue with the website, and then leveraging social media and some other topics as well. And those trainings are completely free. I highly recommend you attending those monthly webinars with us, and then you will understand our dominance method better. Thank you so much for attending, guys. Have a nice rest of the day. Bye.